In the history of the world, there have been wars. And during the Second World War, people organized themselves to defend all over the place. But there is a country that could not defend itself, which had to come and take our ancestors to go defend them. And today that same country wants to give us lessons. The pot calling the kettle black.
Hello guys, this is a very sensible video that I want to do. This is a warning to that American soldier who claims they want to overthrow Ibrahim Traore. See, let me tell you something that you don't know. Africans are now wise. Africans are now sensible. Trying to get good schools, good hospitals, good life. You get it? So, you can't just stand up and go to somebody's country, or you can't just stand up to say whatever you want about somebody's country. You get me? This is a warning. You don't know the reason why we decided to be Russians. You don't know. We're fighting for the truth. We're fighting for the good life, for our future, for our families. So if you think that you are strong and you are brave, only you think you have sat down, you have made your inquiries, so you want to do something to Ibrahim Traore, you are dealing with the whole Africa. And especially, you are dealing with Russian military. You are dealing with us, the Africans in the Russian military. I'm not afraid. That's why I'm doing this video. I'm trying to tell you that if you want to do something, think twice. Any country, I repeat myself, any country who tries again to try to blackmail any African country, you get prepared. You have to get prepared. So why do you want us to always suffer? You want Africans to always suffer. You want Africans to always suffer. Bad schools, bad road. But all of you, every time you want good life, it's not going to happen anymore. It's not going to happen anymore. Africans are wise. We stand by Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore.
Of power, of dignity, of freedom for Africa. Africa for Africans. The land of Africa is for Africans.
And this is how it started. After the coup d'etat in his country, he self-declared the head of state, the leader and the president of Burkina Faso. A lot has been said, a lot of sparks has been risen, and many people have spoken. The different people from across the world, across the globe, has come up with different ideas concerning this leader. I am talking about the one African man, one African revolutionary leader, the Burkina Faso, the head of state, Ibrahim Traore. You know, since he took over the government and decided that he want to do the work to his country, he wants to take control of everything that consists in his country. He decided that he cannot do these things when he is under some people's some supervisions from some people. You know, that is the fact and that is the truth. You cannot be independent. You cannot do things on your will, on your way, the way that you feel like you are doing something which is beneficiary to some people that you are representing. It is good and best for the people who need it. When you yourself, you are still under some people's policies and instructions. And that's why he decided that since he took over the power as the captain, he pushed up, he sent away all the military French troops out of his country. He's going to abolish all the agreements that were there that were binding Burkina Faso and French. He is going to cancel all the mining permits and licenses owned by the French armies or the French government. And from doing this, he is going to manage all the resources of his country, and he's going to work for the for his country, and all the resources and minerals that is found in his country, in Burkina Faso, is going to provide the good needs and good support to his citizen. And that is what he did. After doing this, now that is when the trouble starts. That is when the trouble started. Why did I call this video a dark side of Ibrahim Traore? One, Ibrahim Traore ruined the economy of France. Why and how? Because France was gaining a lot of income from the minerals that they were importing from Burkina Faso. All the mineral and gold reserves that were found in a large gold and mineral reserves. But what surprise is that this country don't have even a single mineral site. How? Because they were depending on the minerals that they were exporting from Burkina Faso. And since Burkina Faso terminated all contract and that were enabling them to mine from this country, then it means that their economy that was being boosted by gold and other minerals collapsed. And that was a very major problem to this country, to the French government, because they were benefiting a lot. They were boosting the economy on a high rate, depending on the minerals from Africa. And that is why the war started in Burkina Faso, between Burkina Faso and France. And that's why the problem and the troubles that Burkina Faso and their leader Ibrahim Traore they are facing today, those are the reasons. And these are the issues they don't address and they cannot address, because they feel like the world will come to know, the Africans and the black people will come to know that they depend on African or the African countries to develop their countries. Two, the French armies or troops were in Burkina Faso, and these French troops were being supplied of weapons. There was a deal and business between Burkina Faso and France, whereby the French was the one supplying fighting weapons to these countries. Most so these countries who were colonized by France, countries from West Africa, they were receiving weapons from France, and the French, since they were delivering and supplying weapons to African countries like Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, they were making a lot of money. They were boosting the economy. The business was lit and good for them. But now, since this guy terminated all contracts, since he terminated all decent businesses that they were doing with France, this means that this country, France, got a lot of shortage to their country's economy, because their business is now no longer working as they used to work, because the countries that they were depending, that they are going to do the business with them, they have withdrawn themselves from this country and say that they want to do business with their own, and they want to look another partner to do and interact with them in a business partnership. So that is the best reason as why Ibrahim Traore in Burkina Faso is facing a lot of critics, a lot of intimidations, a lot of all sorts of these intimidations. They are coming just because of these issues. And these are issues that they don't address. What they're coming up of is like Ibrahim Traore is using the gold reserves to enrich himself. The citizens of Burkina Faso are suffering in the hands of Ibrahim Traore. Who told them that the citizens are suffering? If they were surely and really came to help these countries, why are crises in these countries? This is the most celebrated leader on the face of the earth, the black leader, the black man, a leader who has been celebrated across the globe. Just the other day, during the protest of Burkina Faso, we experienced different countries across the globe celebrating, marching on the streets, celebrating, saying that Ibrahim Traore should be left alone. No killing Ibrahim Traore. Everyone came up. People from Africa, people from Europe, people from Asia, they come up and stood, say that Ibrahim Traore is the best leader. Ibrahim Traore should not be intimidated. Ibrahim Traore should be left alone. Why? All African citizens, all black people are now united. They have come up to know what they want, what is useful to their country, who can take the Africa beyond. That's why they are coming up to support Ibrahim Traore, because they have seen future in Ibrahim Traore. They have seen hope of Africa in Ibrahim Traore. They have seen a lot of changes and development in the leadership of Ibrahim Traore. And that's why the Africans, we have come up and said that this is enough, and we are standing with Ibrahim Traore no matter what they say about this guy. But we are not going to allow what they are planning to do with this guy, because they have did a lot to our people, to the people who try to defend Africa. They have.
Who turned Africa into a dark continent? It is a question which I never have found an answer to. There is no more beautiful a continent than Africa, as anyone who comes here finds. But you have to convert it as an image of a barbaric continent which had to be relieved from its own culture, from its own history, from its own. Who created the term witch doctor? As if the medicine, which was a part of the cultural history or of the history of Africa, was part of witchcraft. We have been taught the language of subservience. We have been taught to hate ourselves. In order to create the other, in order to create a rationale for power and for empire building.
They have assassinated a lot. Where is PLO? Where is Lumumba? Where is Gaddafi? Where are they? They all try to do what Ibrahim Traore is trying to do today, but they ended up putting some allegations against these people and get the good chance to kill them. But now the Africans have known the truth. We have known that what this guy is trying to advocate is what we need to do. What this guy is trying to say, that we need to be independent, that is what shall be done. That is what should be done. Because we as Africans have not yet been independent. We are still mentally decolonized, and there is nothing bad like mentally decolonized. It's better to face a physical colonization than facing mentally decolonization, and that is what is happening in Africa today. This is the most highly celebrated leader on the face of the earth. Barack Obama is a black guy. He was the president of America, the great America, the superpower. But he was not celebrated just like Ibrahim Traore is being celebrated today. Since this guy captured the government, many of us, many of you never know anything about Burkina Faso. Some of people, Africans, have never even knew if there is a country called Burkina Faso. True or false? Am I right? Most of people never knew anything about Burkina Faso. But why everyone is talking about Ibrahim Traore and Burkina Faso? Because of the good leadership. Whether you this guy's being discussed with everyone across the race, whether you discuss positively or negatively, but at the same time we are all discussing about Ibrahim Traore. You cannot be loved by everyone, but what makes surprise me, and what makes me happy, and what makes us Africans so happy is that most people from outside Africans, the Africans from diaspora, from Caribbean, and in Africa, the black people, wherever they are, they have come to feel like this is the time they have find a God sent person who has come to bring all who has lost and go away from Africa to come back in their homeland and invest and make life there. Because if you never know, and I wish you could know this, that Africa is the best to be. Africa is the source of mankind. So that's why the white people can never survive without Africa. They cannot. They cannot survive without Africa, because all their development, they are making their development from the resources of Africa. But the problem is that what they want is the African resources, but they don't need the African people. They don't need the black color of Africans. They are only after resources, but they don't need the Africans. And that is not good. So, are being used to destroy their own. We are being sent our very own, to destroy us. There's no any other place that you will be truly accepted. You as the black man, whether you do good, whether you impress, whether you do whatever you wanted to do, or whatever you are being asked to do, there will be no any other place that you will be truly accepted than Africa, because this is the homeland. We have to fight for the homeland. We have to defend for our homeland. We have to do what is necessary and needful to our homeland. We have to make good ways for our generation. We have to make best for them. Our forefathers sacrificed their life fighting for for this Africa, and their hope and their prayer was that their generation could come and find the best Africa, the best place of their dreams. But today we have tried our best to make this Africa the best place, but we have some few Africans who are still taking Africa behind just to impress some people because of something small they are being given to enrich and fully their stomach. But this is a time we African, we have said that this is not, and this, we will not allow this. We will not allow this. We will not allow this. And I'm happy for the black Americans, wherever they are. You are very great. You are very great, and we appreciate your support. We appreciate your support because this time you have come up with a goodwill. You are supporting your black planet, your black people, your fellow black people. You are supporting Africa. We love you. We love you very much, and we appreciate that this fight we wish that we could win this fight so that you can come back home. You can come and invest. You can come and interact with their generations. You can come and enjoy the good life from the source of mankind. Al-Keblan. Al-Keblan. Have you ever heard about that name? Al-Keblan, African, the Garden of Eden, the source of mankind. Whether you like it or not, I think we are together in this. We are together in this because a lot has been spoken. A lot has been said. More assassination attempts has been done. But our ancestors, our God is still standing and defending one and only the African son of African soil, Ibrahim Traore, the King of Africa. And we love you, we stand with him, and we give fully support to him. Let's discuss on the comment section. Let's talk. Because by doing this is the only way we are going to win this war. Give up your view, bring up out your concern, and some people can discuss. We can talk we can gather and make a meeting just in the comment section, and we can decide whatever we want. We can make what we want, and we can achieve our dreams just by talking, because we were told that there is power there is a great power in tongue, and whatever you say and believe, it shall happen. This Kenyan is proud. Don't forget to subscribe, and I highly appreciate your support, because I've come from far, and those who have subscribed to my channel, those who have been following up my work, my videos, I appreciate you very much, because you have made my channel at least to look so bigger, and I wish that it's going to be big and bigger. So if you never subscribe to this channel, please press that subscription button. Stay updated, and here is the way we talk and know more about our African and what is going in our African community, in our African planet, because we love our motherland. And stay tuned until next episode, until next upload. Stay tuned.